We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 56, 25 TR 298, State of Wisconsin versus Robert Tesky. This date appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Tesky appears in person with counsel Joel Feliski. We also are calling 25 TR 299. We're set today in this matter for a status conference. Mr. Feliski, please update the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. There was an offer made in this matter involving Mr. Tesky getting an AODA assessment and follow through. He has informed me that he has completed that assessment and is scheduling follow-up counseling at this time. I think we just need one final status conference for him to get that documentation back to me.
Is the offer to amend?
The offer, one moment, I'll just pull this up in my file.
Are you okay, Mr. Tesky? Your eyes look really swollen.
Poison ivy.
Oh,
Ooh.
nasty. I'm so sorry to hear that. I've heard it's terrible when it's
It is.
on your face and in your eyes.
I have the offer here, Your Honor, is to complete an AODA assessment prior to pleading out. The plea would then be amended to possession of amphetamines, a misdemeanor, I believe, for costs, dismissing reading in the paraphernalia charge and the traffic tickets.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Tesky, I'm going to give you one additional status. Hopefully, you'll be able to complete all that you need to complete by that date and time. Hopefully, your poison ivy in your eyes will be taken care of. I'm so sorry. Make sure you doctor with that. It's very serious.
I get it every year.
Not in your eyes, though. Oh my goodness. So I'll give you one more status. Hopefully it'll be taken care of. What I'm going to do, Mr. Feliski, I'm going to schedule it in a different time where if he's done all of his things, we can just take care of it that day. Okay?
Certainly.
Does that work, Mr. Tesky?
Yep. Your Honor.
I can do September 22nd, either at 9:45 or at 11:15.
Either time will work for me. Mr. Tesky, do you have a preference? Okay. Why don't we?
45.
45.
September 22nd, 9:45. You can come get your notice and then you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I appreciate your patience too, Ms. Annabis.
Are we live streaming on YouTube? Because I think my client would prefer not to be live streamed on YouTube. If that's an option.
Which case is this?
Not an option. Only in family matters. Lance Schoff.
Probation review.
We will go on the record in the matter 13 CF 06, 13 CF 168, State of Wisconsin versus Lance Schoff. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. And we have DOC agent Gretchen Annabis by video. Mr. Schoff appears in person with counsel Renee Landgraf. We're set for a probation review hearing. Ms. Annabis, can you please update the court on Mr. Schoff?
Since
Didn't I extend it? No, that was from May. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay.
In Webster,
Excellent.
and it's going very well. The employers are very respectable. I like the job, and I'm doing well.
I'm very glad to hear that. This is a positive step,
Right.
Mr. Schoff, and I'm glad to hear that. What else has been going on? I'm sorry. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be honest. This has been a day and it's hot as heck in here. So my brain's not functioning as properly as it normally would. And I'm behind in my calendar. I don't like to do that. So it drives me a little cuckoo. My brain is trying to go back and I'm trying to remember all the things with you.
Right. So I was gonna make a bigger payment. I had a garage to build, and it was supposed to be around June, but that got pushed back to around Labor Day, maybe shortly after. And it's still in the works. So it's still something where I can maybe get a lump sum of,
Excellent.
I don't know the exact amount, but it's in the works.
Excellent. And Ms. Landgraf, again, I just told you all the things and why my brain's not functioning as properly as it normally would. I don't recall how long you've been on this case.
Just since the last hearing was my first appearance.
Okay. So there's always an option later and down the road if there's an ability to pay some kind of bigger lump sum. Again, statute says we have to get the victims involved and do the victim impact kind of deal. That's an option, and that's something, especially considering these are old cases, and I'm sure there's positives for you, there's positives for the victim, and all of those things, and we can have a joint hearing. And at that's a time where we don't have to stream or do anything, because that's more of a victim and Mr. Schoff.
So I think at the last hearing, Your Honor, we kind of discussed that, and I believe the court wanted 60%.
Well,
Of
it's
the
not,
restitution.
again, I can't say what percent it could be. I can give an idea. Victims can say, I'm willing to waive it all, or I'm only looking if you can do 25%, something like that. That's why it would need to be a victim, Mr. Schoff kind of deal. But there needs to be a probability that a bigger payment can be made, so that we can see if we can bring the parties together to do that.
Okay.
Okay. And so when I threw out 60%, Ms. Landgraf, that was just me throwing that out. Again, I don't know. The only people who can, I have final waiving it, but the only people who can give an idea would be the victims. Okay.
And my focus is to get this resolved, and I am sorry for what's has
You're
happened.
doing what you need, what you're doing. You're putting steps in place right now, and I'm very glad to see that. So it's one more step and to move forward. So you said September is when you're looking for?
Hopefully around after Labor Day shortly. If that changes, we can let you know, but we're trying to get that going.
Okay, so keep in contact with Ms. Landgraf. She can update the court. I can set something now if you want to set something now for later in the fall.
Maybe November,
What?
like in November, 1st of November, somewhere in there.
How did you know? That's exactly where I just went.
I mean,
'Cause that's my calendar right now. I can do November 3rd at 1, if that works for you, Ms. Landgraf.
Yes.
Okay, November 3rd at 1, we'll get a update of where you are, and hopefully you'll be in better standing.
Right.
And then we can know how we're gonna go and move from there,
Excellent.
okay?
okay,
Glad to hear everything's going well, Mr. Shaw.
thank you.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Annabis?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much. Again, I apologize. Thank you for being so patient, especially in this heat. All right, thank you. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about that. In State of Wisconsin versus Robert Tesky, we got a snapshot of a defendant working toward resolution and a court doing its best to encourage follow through while keeping things grounded in reality. This wasn't a dramatic hearing, but it had its moments, a bit of courtroom compassion, a dash of humor, and a clear path forward if Tesky continues doing the work. Mr. Tesky appeared in person, visibly battling a nasty case of poison ivy that had reached his face and eyes, something Judge Mogen acknowledged with sympathy and even a little small talk. It's not every day a judge pauses court to discuss the perils of poison ivy, but hey, it made for a very human moment in the middle of a felony case. On the legal side, Tesky's attorney, Joel Feliski, informed the court that his client had completed his AODA, alcohol and other drug abuse assessment, and was in the process of scheduling follow-up counseling. That's important, because the offer on the table hinges on it. The state, represented by DA Kevin Schmidt, agreed to reduce the charge to misdemeanor possession of amphetamines, dismiss and read in a paraphernalia charge, and clear the associated traffic tickets, as long as the assessment was completed first. Judge Mogen scheduled one final status conference for the 22nd of September at 9:45 a.m., giving Tesky time to finalize his treatment documentation. She made it clear, if everything is in order by then, they can likely resolve the matter that same day. The vibe in court was easygoing but purposeful, and it's clear that Judge Mogen is rooting for Tesky to follow through not just for the sake of a lighter sentence, but for his own well-being. There was even a quick detour into YouTube livestream policy when Tesky's attorney asked if the hearing was being broadcast. Judge Mogen quickly clarified that live streaming doesn't apply to this type of case. Only certain family matters fall under that rule. Just another example of the little things that make this court accessible and transparent, even when dealing with sensitive issues. So what did we see here? A court making room for accountability while also acknowledging the messiness of real life. Tesky's doing the work. The court's giving him a runway to land cleanly. And if all goes well next month, this case will wrap up with treatment over punishment and maybe a bit less poison ivy. 2. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one,